Jen, good to see you. So the growth that you saw in the whole fiscal year in the last quarter continues to be pretty strong. How would you characterize the way customer demand has changed over these last few months of the pandemic?
Well, John, thank you again for having me. It's great to see you all. Look, we posted a really strong quarter and strong full year with 32% growth across the board. We saw strength with our enterprise customers. Our customers spending over 100K grew 39%, and our customers spending over $1 million in ARR grew 65%. And frankly, over the last several weeks and months, we haven't seen a change in what I would call a strong buying signal. You know, our business is growing on the back of long-term tailwinds that I don't think are going away. Cloud adoption, digital transformation, DevOps acceleration, and increasingly we see inflation as a potential tailwind. As costs rise, as talent is harder to come by, the appetite for automation, which is a big part of our platform, is increasing.
Yeah, and you've done some acquisition there too. So looking at your guidance, you guided in the first quarter of fiscal 2023 to 28 to 31% growth, which, you know, given that oftentimes companies are conservative, right along the lines of what you've been doing, that indicates your confidence. But I also wonder, how much are you keeping your options open for M&A in this environment? As you know, for some smaller companies that are maybe doing automation, they might want to buddy up to somebody like PagerDuty.
Sure. We just made an acquisition of Catalytic, which is a company in Chicago that makes smart workflows, no-code workflows for workers across the enterprise. And we saw Catalytic as a strategic product fit where we are starting to see new use cases from our customers in areas like finance or marketing or sales. And these are not technical users like our developers. They're looking for a more intuitive, flexible workflow solution. But the common thread across the board is that all of us as human beings and employees are seeing more unstructured, unpredictable, time-critical work coming our way, and traditional ticketing solutions and solutions in the past just don't help us deal with that type of work. And so Catalytic is, I think, a great opportunity for both us and them to come together to really leverage the access to those new use cases and continue to address more of our serviceable market. And as a Midwesterner, I'm thrilled to welcome Ravi and Sean and the team from Chicago to PagerDuty.
Hey, Jennifer, it's Deirdre. It's great to see you. I know that you're tight with other CEOs in the enterprise software space, particularly in San Francisco. Their stocks have been crushed along with yours, Okta, Box, Zoom. Do you guys talk about employee morale and how to handle a workforce that has seen, you know, a substantial part of their pay equity decline in value over the last few months?
You know, the way we all think about this is we're playing the long game. No one's in this quarter to quarter. I mean, most of us have been with our businesses for 5, 10, 15 years, and PagerDuty is very culture first. And I think culture becomes a competitive advantage for us at a time like this. What we do is mission critical for our customers, even in inflationary times or when the labor market is tighter. And our employees are, we call them Dutonians, are driven by our purpose. They come to work to be surrounded by, you know, brilliant people who actually care about customer outcomes. And I think that trumps, you know, a lot of these other issues. And at the same time, you know, PagerDuty continues to look for ways to be an attractive employer, a long-term employer, as it relates to career growth and flexibility and, you know, a lot of the other benefits we've talked about in the past.